Before we get started for today, I just wanted to shout out our video's very gracious sponsor, me. Way back in the pre-quarantine year of 2017, I started a comedy podcast about feelings called Sad Boys with my friend Jordan. We both love doing the show, but unfortunately the podcast went on hiatus in 2018 due to... But I'm very happy to announce that after a year-and-a-half break, the boys are back. So yeah, I'm excited. I want to tell you about it. If you want to listen to a comedy podcast about feelings, just search up Sad Boys on your favorite podcast app. And we're dropping 2 episodes today. So double the flavor, double the fun. Thanks again to today's sponsor. I'm really grateful to have him. Greetings, Earthlings. I'm Jarvis, and this is a natural video introduction. How'd I do?
Good job.
Back by popular demand is my girlfriend Sadie, and on today's episode of Corrupting My Girlfriend with the Internet, I'd like to show her animated story channels, which is something I've talked about a lot on my YouTube channel. And for those who aren't familiar, they are animated stories that are submitted by kids that are 100% true. Don't look that up. I have a list here of animated story videos that I have not seen that have either been compiled by my friend Anastasia or sent to me on Twitter or Instagram at Jarvis. Always be plugging. And I haven't seen them. Have I already said that? Thing is, I have watched so many of these videos that I am numb. And you're here as like a normal functioning human.
Yes.
And you're gonna be the one who's like...
To be like, this is crazy.
Right. You're like the audience.
Okay, cool.
Relatability. This first one is called I Witnessed a Cult at an Abandoned House. You'll notice that the screenshot has a different title. Here's the reason. They changed them a lot because they want to get the click regardless of whether or not it's true to the story. Right.
Hi guys, I'm Rick.
Hi Rick.
Honestly, I've never been into mysticism and scary stories.
Did he say like mysticism? Is that a term?
Mysticism?
Well, did he say it with a hard C?
I don't know.
I've never been into mysticism and scary stories.
Mysticism.
Mysticism.
I moved to a new town with my parents when I was 16. It has never been easy for me to find new friends. That's why when Kevin, Roger, and Kelly asked me to hang out with them, I took the chance.
Kevin, Roger, and Kelly? Mr. Popular over here.
One day, Kelly suggested going to a haunted house located on the outskirts of the town. The house was very old and half destroyed. The perfect place to make a horror movie.
I get that the house is haunted and all, but does that say Mr. Drizzy? Is that graffiti from Aubrey Drake Graham himself? So they're clearly located in the 6.
We arrived there at around 8 p.m.
The most dangerous time.
Also, wait, what is the perfect place to make a horror movie?
This scary mansion. Why do you want to find the perfect place to make a horror movie? Is my question. Are they? I mean, he wasn't into any sort of mysticism or scary stories.
The guys ran upstairs and I was exploring the library on the first floor.
There's a library in the mansion?
They're like a nerd. That's why I don't have any friends.
Fucking nerd. Fucking 4 eyes. He's not wearing his glasses because he just got contacts to seem cooler, but we know you're a nerd. I have contacts in right now.
I heard a weird sound and a rattle, but no one was there. I turned around. Kelly jumped out of nowhere and hugged me. She scared the hell out of me. Kelly tried to kiss me, but I stopped her. I explained that I wasn't attracted to her in that way.
Savage.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's a Drake meme where it's like Kelly, and then it's like books.
She said, "Aw, come on, new guy," and tried to kiss me again.
Oh.
Well, we're off your side, Kelly.
Yeah.
No means no.
But I dodged and pushed her away, just a little.
All right, put down your pitchforks. I wasn't aggressive.
Meanwhile, Kelly was very offended because I pushed her.
Well, that might be part of why she's offended.
How old is Rick? He's a teenager?
Yeah.
16?
16.
Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't actually, though, be like, hey, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen between us.
Yeah, like, does he have that amount of tact?
No. This story's fake.
You know what? I thought the relationship between Kelly and Rick was a little bit exaggerated. I'm not sure if I'm buying it. Would a 16-year-old really have the emotional intelligence to let Kelly down so easily?
He wouldn't, from personal experience.
It was broken. Suddenly, Kelly locked the door from outside.
Kelly? There's more fish in the sea, Kelly.
But she persuaded Kevin and Roger to play a trick on me.
sheep. Think for yourselves, Kevin and Roger.
She told me that I needed to be alone and learn some manners. And they left me in the basement with a broken phone. I tried all possible ways to get out, but it was hopeless.
A lot to unpack here.
I mean, we were just saying he had more manners than was expected.
He actually had the most manners you could have in that situation. Oh, well, he did push.
A little,
lightly.
in self-defense.
That was a little bit aggressive, as depicted by the animation. You should have kissed me. It's because it's polite to do so.
And your punishment is...
I'm gonna lock you in a dungeon?
All I could do was wait. After about 4 hours, I heard footsteps.
4 hours?
What?
Wow. Also, where's the cult? Come on.
But the voices were unfamiliar.
It's clearly Kevin and Roger. And Kelly is their kingpin. They follow anything she says. Hey, this guy doesn't want to kiss me. Let's lock him up for 4 hours.
I hesitated to shout for help and decided to wait.
Why is he so patient? Maybe I haven't done enough thinking about how I mistreated Kelly.
Maybe I don't want to be rescued from the dungeon quite yet.
They turned on music on the first floor, and I heard the voices of several women. Suddenly, a young woman with crazy makeup and a long red dress opened the door to the basement. She entered with a flashlight and took a huge axe from a shelf.
Don't mind me just grabbing an axe from my axe shelf.
Who the hell are you? I explained myself and added that I would keep silent about the meeting upstairs if she would allow me to leave alive.
That's like presumptuous. What's wrong with the meeting upstairs? So far, there are women listening to music.
Whoa. Is that Rihanna?
We only stand Drake in this house.
You cannot play Rihanna in Drizzy's house. It's a well-known fact.
The woman laughed and asked me to do her a favor and sit still in the basement for 30 more minutes. She didn't want to break the meditation and confuse her clients. She promised to drive me home safely afterward. I had no idea what she meant by the meditation.
I didn't know if she was into transcendental meditation or...
I tried to listen to their conversation, but the only thing I heard was, on Friday, we will make a sacrifice to the full moon. No regrets, ladies. He deserved that.
I see nothing wrong with this.
I mean, we still don't know enough information because they're still listening to music, and
they're just doing a spell. It's fine.
Are you a witch? You have to tell me if you're a witch. Legally.
Yeah.
The floor was decorated with candles, flowers, and weird paintings. I asked her what was going on, but she said that it was a secret. I declined her offer to drive me home as politely as possible and ran away.
I'm sensing a theme here. She's gonna push him.
At home, I had a huge fight with my parents because I didn't pick up the phone that whole time. But I didn't tell them the actual reason for my disappearance.
He simultaneously has great emotional intelligence for a teenager and absolutely horrible, thinking. Bad decision-making, kid. Just talk. Just say the truth. No, don't lie. You were locked in the basement.
He wasn't in the wrong.
Yeah, you were... I couldn't tell. I mean, I get it. But also, Mom and Dad...
He's afraid if he tells, sorry. He's afraid if he tells, he's going to have a spell put on him. No regrets.
True. We're 3 minutes into a 10-minute story, and I've got whiplash from all of the directions we've been pulled.
Early in the morning, I saw Kelly on my porch.
Kelly? What are you doing on my porch?
Kelly apologized for her stupid behavior. I forgave her and the guys quickly, because I couldn't wait to tell them about the mysterious cult meeting that I saw yesterday.
Also, they were my only friends, so what else was I gonna do?
Kevin offered to go back to the haunted house on Friday and hide to record a video, but I suggested going to the police instead. Kelly protested.
If you go to the police...
Kelly's trying to save her own ass.
Yeah.
Later that night, Roger took me aside after training and asked me to stay away from Kelly. He was very jealous that Kelly had a crush on me, and he wasn't even trying to hide it.
The plot thickens.
Not far from the house, we saw a creepy old gardener.
Where's this going? Let's try to guess the end of the story. I'm gonna first off guess that it doesn't have an ending.
I feel like that's a guess because you know these stories.
Accurate, yes. They meander with a lot of details and then they just beat her out.
He was staring at us silently and cleaning the foliage.
It's a weird sentence for a 16-year-old to say. Ooh, you little leaf.
I'm not even sure that he was mentally healthy.
Whoa, buddy.
Kelly suggested that we ignore him and continue on our mission. We snuck into the house and didn't see any candles or paintings on the first floor. Somebody had hidden all the evidence of the evil party.
No, they came to the house, they did what they wanted to do, and they left.
What evidence do you leave at a meditation retreat?
Pack it in, pack it out.
I'm just trying to think of what you would even bring to
Well, they're saying like the candles and the
Yeah.
witchcraft.
After 2 hours, we got bored.
Same. The story's 2 hours long.
Something was rustling. Kelly grabbed my hand and hugged me.
This is all a ploy for Kelly to get handsy with Rick.
Kevin went to see who was there, but he screamed like crazy and began to jump. I said goodbye to my friends and decided to go home alone. But it gets worse. In the middle of the night, I heard a strange sound outside the window in my room. Someone had hung a straw doll outside my window. The head of the doll had been covered with a picture of my face, cut from my Instagram profile.
I just love that it's a picture of me cut from my Instagram profile.
Of course, I thought it was Kelly or the guys. At lunch, I found them in the school cafeteria and threw the doll on the table.
What has happened so far? So,
I feel like it's not worth talking about.
And went to the haunted house again to gather evidence. I was scared to death. But what if I was the only one who could save the poor guy?
he thinks that man is going to be sacrificed to the moon. Are you sure you don't go to these meetings? You seem pretty like, yeah, obviously.
That's what the lady said.
All right.
I noticed a huge fire in the garden. 7 women in long skirts were dancing around the fire. Their faces and hands were covered with something red. I took a short video and sent it to the police officer.
He's on texting basis with the police officer. He's like, let me get those digits just in case like something goes wrong.
I prepared to see something gross. But the woman pulled several male t-shirts, pictures, a teddy bear, and a few pillows out of the bag. Apparently, the girl was throwing her ex's stuff into the fire and saying farewell to their relationship.
So they were just processing their past relationships. Weirdly.
Therapeutic.
Cool.
It's cathartic.
Nice.
The burning of the belongings.
Which is
an age-old tradition.
a cult. Okay, so the story continues to go on, and he never finds out who left the voodoo doll, but he does become friends with the cult leader / life coach.
Yeah, and what about the guy cleaning the foliage?
He was never mentioned again. So, now that you've experienced that marathon, how do you feel?
I feel like you said you were numb to these stories, but you actually have a lot to say.
I always do. I kissed a weird guy with braces and got stuck for hours.
Has that ever happened to anyone? Has that happened to you?
I mean, we've kissed. And yes, it happens a lot. I'm sorry.
My mom loves my
What?
My mom loves
Stop
my
saying it. I cannot hear it again. I don't care what your mom loves. I don't want to hear it. What is going on in this?
In the thumbnail too. No. Oh my god.
Is this allowed?
You're probably thinking the title is just clickbait. Nope. My mom really does love my.
So, where do you think that accent's from?
I don't know. I'm bad with accents.
If you guessed Alabama, you're correct. Moving on. My family disowned me because of my YouTube channel.
I'm sorry.
This is actually my story, animated.
Comment your condolences below.
Hi, everyone. I'm Fiona. My parents disowned me because of my YouTube channel.
This person is acting. They're like, this voice is so child.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
My parents disowned me because of my YouTube channel.
Whoa. Fiona.
Oh, was it her? I thought it was her parents.
Oh.
Being like, you're not allowed on this thing anymore.
If my parents sent me to anger management because of my YouTube channel. Demonetization. That's a metaphor for how YouTube makes us feel sometimes.
They said, you're no longer our daughter, so you can't live in our house.
What did she do? Did she make a commentary video?
Damn. That's grounds for disowning right there. Why do you think I live alone?
They basically kind of kicked me out.
They basically kind of kicked me out.
Do you want to own that a little more?
They kind of punched my computer screen. Just a little.
How did it come to this? What did I do to make them so upset?
Tell us.
I detached my arm.
First of all, I have to say that my parents are super weird. Our kitchen would close at 8 p.m. Literally close.
I mean, you shouldn't be eating past 8 p.m., so.
Okay, well, those are your life choices. In India, dinner starts at 8 p.m. minimum.
Literally closed, as if it were a store.
As if it were a store, because all stores board up their kitchens.
My mom would announce, if anyone needs water, you have 5 minutes to get it.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't believe that. I'm still curious about the how YouTube comes into this.
One day, I was at a friend's house for a pajama party. Just before we went to bed, my friend said, my mom left us milk and cookies. Let's go to the kitchen. I was so surprised, and I naively asked, is your kitchen open so late?
Hey, babe, would you go get me some water?
No,
You gotta do it.
I can't do it. You do it.
All right.
Hey, babe, can you go get me some water? Was it the shoulders? I thought it was more
It's
the
like-
head.
It's
going
not the
up and
shoulders,
down.
but it's like you've got to like get the shoulders in a place where you can like move the head.
Anyway, teenager things.
I'm not into video games, so this other rule in our house was mainly for my brother Craig.
Correct.
They wound up Craig so long, I had no idea what they were going to say.
Craig.
For my brother Craig.
He wasn't allowed to play Pokemon games. You know why? Both of my parents are very religious. My dad read somewhere that Pokemon can evolve.
I'm a little upset. This evolution chain is not accurate. So, Igglybuff, it evolves into Jigglypuff.
I know that
They've got Igglybuff here. And then they just have Wigglytuff. I'm a nerd. And the nuances between this is just not Jigglypuff.
Yeah, they're just knockoffs.
So, sorry.
Don't apologize.
I'm
A nerd.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you about their ridiculous punishments, which really put their weirdness on display.
This is clearly in the basement of Drake's house. I know
There's
that.
a lot of parallels between the first one and this one.
I
by the way.
recognize that basement anywhere.
One time, my brother forgot to flush the toilet after pooping.
Why do we need to see this? I'm evolving.
He literally went from the most excruciating, like.
Later that day, poor Craig told me, no matter where I look, I still see my poop.
Excuse me?
Sorry, did we miss something?
I laughed at the time, but looking back on it, I think it was pretty sad.
Oh my god.
That's
He's
so dark.
traumatized.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I laughed at the time, but looking back on it, Craig was scarred forever.
Aw.
Yeah. He'll never poop again.
I know, I was gonna say with something that's like you need to do every day. Sorry.
Well, actually, we looked it up in a previous video that was about a BuzzFeed quiz about pooping.
Uh-huh.
The range of healthy pooping is wild.
There's no generally accepted number of times a person should poop.
Whenever I got a bad grade at school, he would make me call all our relatives and tell them what I got. For example, he'd call my grandma and hand me the phone.
Public shaming. Cool.
Yeah,
Let's-
it seems like that's the thing with the family. It's like, you made a mistake, now sit here and think about what you've done.
Think about what you've done.
First, I'd say which class it was, and then the grade I got. He'd say, apologize to your grandmother for being a disgrace to the family.
Grandma,
Yes, Fiona.
I got a bad grade.
In what class?
Don't laugh. It was Q minus 3 divided by 1/3.
Not again. Fiona, you're a disgrace to the
They
family.
gave me a frowny face.
So I would apologize. This was more upsetting for my grandmother than for me.
Oh. She would cry.
Damn. It was a family of mathematicians.
Normal parents usually tell their kids, you can't leave your room today. With us, it was, you can't come down from the apple tree today.
Today. You heard it right. We had to climb a tree and stay there for hours as punishment.
You know what? I think we should just skip the rest of this video.
For example, cursing would be punished with the tree.
Craig's like, I'm Craig.
The amount of time we spent in the tree depended on the curse word.
I mean, some people have like curse jars.
Yeah. They have a curse tree.
A curse tree.
This awareness made things difficult for both me and my parents. I no longer accepted everything they said.
So her parents are abusive, and instead of calling Child Protective Services, she uploads videos to YouTube about her parents' punishments.
She doesn't know what else to do.
That's true.
Yeah, you're being hard on her.
She's not in the wrong, for the record. The parents are abusive. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what came over me. It was a little victim.
You were still in the character of being the parent.
Yeah, sorry. It just
really got to your head, all that power.
The solution was right in front of me. I decided to create a YouTube channel. I wasn't going to show my face or tell anyone about it.
They'll never know who it is with this disguise.
Where do you think I shot my first video? Sitting in the apple tree. I set up the phone's camera so it would only show the apples. I pressed record and started talking about this apple tree's role in my life.
That's like beautiful, I think, actually. Very poetic.
It's therapeutic, yeah. She's taking care of herself.
It's
a cry for help.
If you wanted to shoot the top of the apple tree, she could have just put the phone on the ground. She didn't have to climb up the tree, risk dropping the phone. This is a nitpick. I'm just gonna.
Which I called The Girl in the Tree.
The Girl in the Tree. Then she wouldn't get that bomb-ass title.
That's true. She probably thought of the title first. It happens a lot on YouTube.
That night, I felt completely relaxed and slept like a baby.
How did you sleep?
Like a baby. Hey, baby. Can you get me some water from the kitchen? It's about to close.
The volcano inside me now had an outlet.
Aww.
Everyone knows that's what a volcano needs.
It's a metaphor. She's a young girl.
It's mixing metaphors. I guess. Fine.
You're being mean to Fiona.
Fine.
Fiona Apple Tree.
Oh! Wait, that's probably a thing.
Stream her album.
After the first 10 days, the amount of views on my video started to go up. I remember the first comment very clearly. Did you really experience this? Or are you just making things up?
Hold on.
Yeah.
This is real meta.
A few hours later, I got a second comment, which said, please show us your face.
Face reveal.
I'm so nervous. Face reveal.
I continued uploading 2 videos per week.
She was already on schedule. I still can't do that shit.
My brother accidentally came across my channel. He texted me right away.
That pesky YouTube algorithm.
Craig's dream was to be a YouTuber, and he thought that I made this channel to become one as well.
What?
What is that?
I was embodying Craig.
He's not happy, is he? Oh, he's happy?
He was so happy when he saw the number of views and subscribers.
Oh, he is happy. I thought he was going to be jealous. No, he knows. There's enough views for everyone.
That's true, everyone. Start your channels. Do it.
He was.
I mean that. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Because for the longest time, sorry, I'm going to get on my soapbox.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm running for president. Because for a long time, I didn't think that, anyone would want to hear my voice on the internet.
Yeah, totally.
And I needed someone to tell me that there was space for me. Mm-hmm. And that people would care. And some people do. That's crazy. So get out there. You'll find your audience. Craig.
And immediately went to show our mom.
Fucking narc. Craig.
Well, he thought they were going to be supportive, maybe.
He knows about the rules.
He's a child.
That's true.
He's they know about my dream of being a YouTube. Now my sister's doing it.
He's already uploaded his first video staring at poop for 45 minutes.
It's hey guys, welcome to my channel. I just wanted to share a pastime that I have.
It might be a little stinky, but don't worry, because you can't smell it on your side. You know, it's funny because this actually started out as a punishment from my crazy parents, but then I started to enjoy it. It's instead of a get ready with me, it's a poop with me video.
Oh.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my bathroom.
When I came home, my parents were livid. Craig realized what he had done, but it was too late. My mom kept saying, "How dare you talk about our private lives online?" My dad said, "I didn't expect this from you."
A rare musical cue.
Yeah, it was jarring. Sorry, what did your dad say?
These Jaws, actually.
Yeah.
My dad said,
it fades out so quickly that it's like a band showed up for just that one moment and then they put their instruments down and walked away. All right. See you. We'll be here next week.
They sent me to my room. I heard them have a heated discussion.
Were those pigs?
My dad said, "There is no way we can forgive you. We worked so hard to raise you, and this is what we get in return. No punishment would be enough for what you've done."
No punishment would be enough? Have they even read the comments?
"So your mom and I have made a really tough decision. We are disowning you. We are giving you a week to find yourself a place to stay."
How's she gonna find a place?
Yeah, is she even of age?
No, she's in high school.
Good Lord.
Call your grandma up, sweetie.
Yeah. She's like, I have worse news. She's like, it couldn't get any worse.
Then a sad face.
The fucking Q minus 3 divided by 1/3.
I could understand their disappointment, but wasn't this reaction a bit over the top?
Nah, it's totally normal. Happens all the time.
Of course, I went to my grandmother.
Right?
She did go to her grandmother.
I went to my grandmother.
Nice.
But she's gonna say, no.
When she found out what happened, she called him over. "Fiona is just a kid. How can you throw her out of the house? She will live with me from now on. And I am disowning you too. Throw Craig out as well. I'll take care of both of them."
Wait,
Throw Craig out as well.
that's not how it works.
Get rid of... Put him in the trash.
Throw him out and I'll rescue him.
Yeah.
But don't tell him I told you to.
We have to traumatize him. Again. What is this one-upsmanship of disowning? It's like, no, I'm disowning you.
I was really sad about having to delete my channel, but then I stopped caring because it had served its purpose.
She deleted her channel because she had to. She said she had to. I guess the parents did it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they disowned her. So, like, couldn't she have kept the channel?
Yeah, that's what I think.
That's
but
strange. Contact YouTube support. Maybe they can help you out. All right, so that's my story.
who else searched up the girl in the tree to find her channel? I searched up Craig.
So we know that it's like little kids who are watching this primarily, and look no further than this comment. "Hi, my name is Michaela, and it would be really sad because you didn't get to see your mom. I love my mom. I bet you do too."
Yeah, no. These videos are scarring people.
All right, that's all the story we've had time to animate today. Boy, are my arms tired. You liked everything?
No.
Thanks, Sadie, for joining me. I hope you're okay.
I'll survive.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good, because now I know what to do when I want to animate my own story of my life. It's a dream of mine.
Sadie, let's wrap up the video. Where can people find... Oh.
I've been done trying to wrap up the video. What do you need from me?
I was gonna
shout
out your Instagram.
Shout it out. Oh, I'm so sorry. God, quarantine's really got to me. I'm not normally like this. He agrees. It's at Sadie Kawano.
Why do you always do it like that? Follow me at Jarvis.
That's how you should do it, my man. You get more followers.
Follow me at Jarvis. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
And that's the end of the video. Thanks to Brian Glaze for sending me a message on Twitter. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. If you want me to butcher your name, then send me a message on Instagram and follow me on there also. And you can message Sadie too, but she has no power over who I shout out.
At Jarvis.
At Jarvis.